Okay, hello everyone. It's been a while since we've done vegan cooking. It's been a while since I've filmed vegan cooking. Today we are making vegan lox. I can tell you for a fact based on my experience that this vegan lox tastes very good and has a lot of similarities in flavor to actual lox. I'm not putting them side by side today. I might sometime, but just so that I could do the taste test. But for right now, we're just looking at how to prepare it. So lox is salmon. Salmon is from the ocean. When you make vegan lox, you want something that is ocean flavored and smoky because we smoke it, and the color of salmon. So to achieve the color of salmon, we use carrots, and we slice it up just like you would have lox sliced up. And so we are achieving the look of the salmon, actually the look of Pacific salmon, if you might, because we all know that Pacific salmon has that beautiful dark orange that Atlantic salmon does not have. And the beautiful dark orange
comes from dye, typically.
Yeah, but you can't, that's why you get Pacific salmon. What happens is...
Well, no, if they farm it at all, then they die like most fish.
Well, yes, so when I purchase salmon, we have very sensitive taste buds in our family. And yes, sometimes we do purchase salmon.
It's like only 20% of fish, I think, is correctly labeled.
Well, we buy the ones that say no dye added. And some in our family, and it's not me, and it's not you, and it's not Chowder, because he's not here anymore, have said that they can taste the dye in salmon. So I always make sure to buy salmon without dye. So so back up. Here we are. I'm using this tool to shave the carrot. I actually was going to use this tool, this side of this tool, but this, what do you call this thing?
A peeler?
Oh, a carrot peeler? This carrot peeler here was presented to me, and it makes a nice tool.
What were you going to use?
I was going to use...
the grater?
The side of the grater. I should try to use it just to see if it would actually do it. So we're working, as I said, on color and shape, and then we will work on flavor. So let me put this aside. I'm going to try. This is actually interesting to me. I don't want to hold it like this because that's kind of hurting. No, not as efficient. There. Well, it came out thicker. If thicker is what we wanted, right?
I don't think.
Pass the other carrot peeler. Let me try that one.
The other one?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
Couldn't? Let me see. Usually it's in here.
Like the plastic handle, right?
Yeah, this black one.
Oh. I was looking for colors.
Oh, so that works. Of course, yeah. So, which one works better? That's the question.
Carrot peeler test.
Yeah, carrot peeler taste test. Carrot peeler function test. This gives you a fair amount of control. Which this one, less control because of the... But I think it might be easier. They're kind of the same. Yeah, this one goes more smoothly, actually.
Did you use a teaspoon?
Huh?
Did you use a teaspoon?
Yeah, right here on this side of the bowl. So the other thing about the carrot that I like, and again, this is the attribute of the carrot and the similarity to the salmon, and the look of the inside of the carrot gives you a variation that's really nice, because in salmon, you know, you have the flakes that form as you make your as it cooks, it flakes off. So we made these the first time. This is only the second time we're making it, right? Mm-hmm. We made these the first time when we made Danish open-faced sandwiches. And those sandwiches were such a treat. They were very sophisticated. They felt sophisticated because they were Danish after all, and we're here in America. Like the Danes probably like eat them every day. Do they eat them every day?
They do.
They do. But it's so funny. It's this open-faced sandwich, and what, they take it for lunch?
Yeah.
And then how do you carry an open-faced sandwich in your lunchbox without all of the stuff spilling out? That's what I want to know. But however it is, we'll show you those one day. I might have taken some pictures. I might have posted something about it. I might not, though, because I wasn't there for most of the prep because we're busy people. And so that one calls for 3 carrots, 3 large carrots. But we're only using 2 because based on that experience, it was 3 was too many. Okay, so here we go. Now our carrots.
2 might even be too many.
Yeah, but it's okay to have the extra.
Right.
And use it for something else too, right? So just so you can see me pushing the carrot peeler against my hand. I am being very careful so as not to cut myself, just so you know, so you don't do that, cut yourself. So look, here is our carrot, all prepared, and this is going to be our lox. Doesn't it already look like lox? It's like such a beautiful orange color. Okay, next we are going to do what?
Next we steam it.
Steam it in the micro?
No, over boiling water.
For how long?
5 minutes.
5 whole minutes. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll turn this on.
Okay, so I'm not going to show you us doing that steaming. I might take a photo or something, but just trust us. We're going to steam it for 5 minutes over boiling water. And what do you have here, sir?
So this is the marinade. Also, we should mention where this recipe comes from.
Yes.
I don't know how to say it. It's German name, but
Zucker, Z-U-C-K-E-R, ampersand, Jacques,
I think Jagdwurst.
J-A-C-D-W...
G-D.
J-A-G-D-W-U-R-S-T. Vegan food blog. Okay.
So it's the marinade for it, which has a tablespoon of oil,
Vegan carrot lox. Okay.
Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of rice vinegar, and half of a nori sheet cut up, which is what I'm doing right now.
And a couple of tablespoons of liquid smoke.
And then you mix that after the carrots are steamed, and then you let it soak for an hour.
And that's it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Very easy to do.
Very easy to do. Tastes so good.
Yeah, it's very
Looks
good.
so pretty. Which is very important. Hey, lox also sometimes has, does it have onion and stuff like that? Yeah, you use red onion, right? little thin slices of red onion?
I don't know.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
vegan.
So,
Well, we had lox once, like a decade ago.
okay. All right, so this is good. And while we're waiting for that to happen, this is one of my next videos. It's my penguin potato. Penguin potato. Wait for it. Please subscribe to channel Squiggle Mom. Super cute, super cute.
Steam, mix together, drizzle on top of slices and cover, and then set for 60 minutes.
Okay, so the seaweed cut in here, and you can get that. We just used nori that we had left over from.
You're supposed to use nori.
Oh, okay. And you just cut it up. That gives you the sea flavor, right? Seaweed from the sea, ocean flavor, salmon from the sea. Cut it up, and the vinegar. I have to check and see if lox usually has vinegar. It might not. So, but the vinegar brings out the ocean flavor, and then that gets added.
Sure.
Doesn't?
I don't know. I think you're just talking out of your butt, right?
I'm not.
What do you check?
I'm not. I'm talking out of my mouth. Anyway, we're in the kitchen. None of that humor. Anyway, so
It's not humor. It's a saying.
well, okay. Well, if we did the seaweed in water, would it taste as seaweedy?
I don't know.
Well, we have to try that. Otherwise, you just have to take what I say for granted. Boy. Okay. All right, there we go. So the water's boiling now? No, it's not. But as soon as it's boiling, we're going to put it in. Let's take a picture of this. That's a pretty picture.
And that's the photo button.
I see. Okay, so steamed carrots. After 5 minutes of steaming, this is what it looks like. Doesn't it look like lox? Okay, now here we have the marinade. It's not a very large amount of marinade, but sufficient.
Unless their measuring devices are different.
Oh.
Because they're German.
We were talking about the difference between a European tablespoon and an American tablespoon, and whether they actually are the same volume. It is unclear to us, because in another recipe that we were doing today, making bagels to go with the lox, there was a conversion question with regard to the yeast, because I called for...
that's different. That's
I know, but it's worth talking about.
Sure.
21 grams of yeast, which looked like an awful lot.
It's a metric gram or a imperial gram? American
No. Well,
gram.
so it's a different situation, but we were measuring something different. It was usually yeast, apparently and I'm not really sure how that would be sold in the store, but they have fresh yeast.
They also, in this one, talked about a block of yeast and crumble a block off or something, crumble a block. So that was interesting.
I think it would be interesting to do a cooking class over in Europe, just to see what all of that stuff is. And, of course, take our American measuring things so that we could figure it out and compare so that we could see. Or we could just buy some measuring spoons from Europe.
Or just Google it.
Or just Google it. What? No need to travel?
No need to waste money on buying things.
Yeah, but it's that tangibility of having the instrument in your hand.
You don't need that tangibility for a question.
Okay. Anyway, so 21 grams of yeast was quite a large amount because we were using dried yeast, and then we realized that the recipe actually did call for
Well, the way they said it was weird, because they said like you could use whatever, like fresh yeast, or you could use the dried yeast, but they said 21 grams, and then like they said it again, and so it was really laid out kind of weird, and it made me think that they meant 21 grams, but then I went to the notes, and then it was like, no, for fresh yeast, for dried yeast, you're supposed to use 7.
Yeah, so we have no idea what fresh yeast might look like, but 21 grams of dried yeast is an awful lot of yeast if you've ever used yeast, and we've used a little bit of yeast here and there, or a lot. I don't know.
We used a good amount.
A good amount, yeah. And we could just tell by looking at it that that was a lot of yeast. So it actually converted to 7 grams of dried yeast. So we would have had some very fat.
Very fat, very pillowy.
Very pillowy.
Very risen.
Very risen. Or not, right? Because it could have risen a lot and then like imploded or something. I don't know what the impact of adding too much yeast is. That much too much. 3 times too much. Anyway, so there we go. This is what it looks like. And now it marinades for an hour. And then we will work on making our bagels. And then we will have bagels and lox. Do we have any cream cheese?
We do.
Whoa, vegan cream cheese. Slicing the red onion. Go with. I wonder if I should try shaving these with the carrot peeler. Yeah. Could be, right? Could be. Could be cool. Could be easier. Could be interesting. Could be.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Look.
Now you're saying that. It doesn't make any sense.
Look, it's coming out great. Look, see how thin?
Okay, yeah, I stand corrected.
And my eyes aren't hurting as much. Could be because it's red onion. Could be.
Maybe if it's sharper, then that's true. Maybe but also sharper knives break down the cell walls less, which makes the gas escape less and you try less.
Another reason to use the carrot peeler. So should we put these all in the lox? Yeah. Another good reason for sure, because I hate that feeling.
Well, but we don't know if it's the red onion or if it's the filler.
One way to test.
Yeah.
Use regular onion.
Yeah.
cream cheese, vegan cream cheese, lox, and everything bagel, all homemade. This is the liquid smoke for making the lox, just in case you wanted to know. Okay, again.